Hello, how are you? Hello, hello, hello.
Now we are on our way to Yamamh University, and it's a chance for us to present our new way finger reading for the first time in an international symposium. This symposium is sponsored by an international institute for English language teaching. It's called Interlink, and sponsored of course by the University of Yamamh, and it's honor Mr. Khalid Al-Khadir, who we work with. Hope us good luck. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, how are you? Hello, hello, hello.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming here to watch our way. In fact, we came here today to show you a way. It's called finger reading or reading finger way. We have been practicing that way for more than 2 academic years. But unfortunately, in 1 grade, first graders, 1, 2, 3 elementary graders only. We took the initial inspiration from Caleb Gitenio and his silent way, which appeared in 1963. And according to our students' needs, we developed that way into reading fingers. And we are here to exchange experience, okay, together to see if it works in another. Yes, thanks. And we are here to exchange experience and find if it works in another stage or another cultural group or not, okay? So let's start, please, to tell you our objectives. Why? Oh, before telling our objectives, reading fingers. Predict. What do you expect to discuss? Reading fingers. What do you expect to discuss? It's supposed to be an interactive session, so please, I want your opinions.
For me, the title was very, very interesting because, well, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Then I was really curious about what is going to happen here.
Yeah, thanks.
So it's nice.
Okay, so what do you expect to get from that discussion? What's in your mind now?
Astrology, numerology, astrology, reading figures.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Maybe how to manage the classroom with
Yeah.
moving or hand gestures.
Yeah. Of course, it includes some of them.
In a way to motivate students. No way to motivate students.
Of course, it's a new way. We hope. Okay, so let's speak a little about our objectives. Why we developed that way? First of all, according to our students' needs, as I told you. Using the learning process, we depend on the, the central learning process. We depend mainly on the process. Process comes first. The process goes to or deals with the students' minds, then students' minds plan our content, then outcome, okay? This is called the central design. We start with process. Then using the learners as the main source of knowledge, student-centered. We do not believe that our students' minds are empty vessels we should fill with knowledge by ourselves. They have their own knowledge. They have something in their mind we should respect. So we should get it first and see it. Controlling our class, and you will see a video from our class and you will see how it's organized. Using available aids that need no effort to prepare. In fact, from the title, it's called Reading Fingers. So we depend mainly on fingers. They are with us. With us everywhere. You don't need to prepare them. You don't forget them anywhere. Even your students, they have their own fingers. silence. Silence for learning. And silence is our secret word today. And you will see this secret. I will not talk about it now. I'll keep silent. You will see it. Encouraging students to play an active role in learning the language. As we told you, our main purpose to get that way on lights, it is the students' needs. And we believe in learning, not teaching. Learning, not teaching. The students are the main source of knowledge, not the teacher. Practicing the language in a meaningful context. You will see it in the video. It's very clear in front of our students, second graders, and you will see how they form sentences reading my fingers. Okay, before we start, we have only 5 minutes with a nice warmer with my colleague, Mr. Mahir Khouli.
Hello everybody. Let's start with a warm-up. Volunteers stand individually in front of their colleagues. They read the cards silently and act them out by miming. No talking. So I want a volunteer, please.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah. Without talking, just read. It's okay. Yeah, start. You can ask, talk, but she can't.
Three words. I drink. Tea. Coffee.
Juice.
Paper.
Paper. Milk.
Wine.
Yes, I drink milk.
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah. Another volunteer, please.
He. Drives. Big car.
Correct.
Well done. Yeah.
Very, very fast. Okay.
Another volunteer, please.
Maroon.
Yeah. You know the rules? Not talking.
We,
Outside.
the door, the environment,
Nature.
Campus.
College.
Park. Field. They. Stadium.
They. Yeah.
Listen
Here.
to music.
Very easy.
Pleasure rides.
Yeah.
Another one, please.
goes.
How many cards?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's difficult.
Okay. Gone with the wind? Ah, all right.
We,
We are here
Here.
in class,
in class, in the classroom.
it's
At the
Silver.
conference. Symposium.
At Yamamh University.
The last one. Very easy one.
very easy.
He plays tennis.
Together.
Together.
With his friend. Plays tennis with his friend.
Again,
He
Plays
plays
tennis with a friend.
He plays tennis with his friend.
With a friend? He plays tennis with a friend.
With his friends.
With many
With many
friends.
friends.
His friends.
Thank you.
You see, when you challenge your students' minds, when you give them something like a puzzle, you make their minds work. They work and they enjoy learning at the same time. For the first volunteer here, I am happy he used his fingers. I don't know why, because he saw reading the fingers. Okay. At any time, anyway, anyhow, it's good to use your fingers. As I told you, we practice that way only for first graders, second and third graders only, elementary, of course. But you will see the result right now. You will watch a movie, but before watching the movie, you should ask yourself first, what do the teacher? What does the teacher do? What do the students do? Keep in mind those two questions. What does the teacher do? What do the students do? Now, let's watch the film. Reading fingers.
Can you turn on?
Hello, boys.
Hello, teacher.
Morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, now let's start with a game. I'm going to show you some words to form a sentence. I will not talk, okay?
Okay. This is my ear.
Excellent.
This is my nose. This is my nose. This is my nose. These are my fingers. These are my fingers. These are legs. These are legs. These are legs. These are legs. My legs. My legs. These are my legs. These are my legs. My legs, my legs, my legs, my legs. These are my legs.
Another classroom. The same graders.
Got it. Got it. Red card. Red card. This is big. This is big red card. Big red card.
fingers.
No,
Name of the school.
Talbina Mudajiri, the school. Yeah. Okay, and you saw how it works with second graders, of course. And I want to ask you, what did the teacher do? What did he do?
Just mine.
Miming. Yeah. Describe only. What else? Just miming?
He's silent.
He's silent.
He used images.
He's
Image and
Images.
using
Okay.
images, drawings on the board, yes.
imitating.
Imitating, yes, of course.
Facts.
Acting out, yes. What else? What did the students do?
Guessing. Thinking.
Figuring out.
Thinking and guessing,
Figuring out.
figuring out, yeah, discovering, finding out.
But I'm wondering, is it, when you start teaching this, you have to teach a certain formulaic sentence, like my, like this is my something. Is it been taught first, or?
I'll explain it to you
Okay.
step by step, okay? It's good from a second grader to form the sentence, even if he knew the vocabulary. It's good from him to get it in order to form a sentence, a structure. I say a word, I say some words, and I want one of you to repeat it. Length, size, shape, color, material.
Lens up shape, color material.
Excellent, teacher. Very good. But to teach it to your students, it's ordering adjectives. It's a long way to teach your students ordering adjectives. But I didn't. I just let my students do it like that. They practiced it. They could say, my big, red, 3 adjectives before the noun, and they are second graders. Of course, it's not in the textbook, because we go beyond what's in the textbook. Okay, we start from it, but we don't reach the end. We go beyond the end of the textbook. Anyway, I want to show you something else interesting in this way. First of all, I depend on my fingers, and pay attention. You will start from your right, which is your learner's left. Pay attention. This is your left, it's my right. No matter if you start the sentence from the end or the beginning, because your kids can read your fingers. Sorry, I call them kids. Your learners can read your fingers, can know the order. Okay? So when I hold this finger, they know it's the last word in the sentence. When I hold that finger, okay, I want you to pay attention to some details, and tell me what the teacher did. The video again, please. After 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 2 minutes and 5 seconds, pay attention to the teacher himself. 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
These are legs. These are
What did the teacher do?
Correcting.
2 minutes and 5
He
seconds.
stopped the other students from interfering.
Yes, please.
He stopped the other students from interfering.
Yeah. While addressing a student, he stopped another one. Why do you think? Why?
Because he wants that student to learn.
To give him time.
Wait.
To give him time to think and to correct himself. This is learning, not teaching. We give our students time to learn by themselves. It's the way that leads to learn how to learn. Okay? So we give him a chance. It's learning, as I told you. It's natural learning, organic. Okay? So he stopped the other, it's classroom management. He stopped the other one because he wanted to address that student and to leave him correct himself. And the student succeeded in correcting himself, as you saw before.
legs.
2 minutes and 23 seconds.
These are legs. My legs.
What did the teacher do? Here.
Wait.
Try to imitate what he did. What he did by his hands. Who can tell me? Who can make it? The sign.
Yeah.
Like this or like this? As I did. Yeah. I want it, please. Yeah. What does this mean in your culture?
Wait.
One minute.
In other culture, please?
I'll see you outside.
Maybe other cultures. Yeah.
What do you want?
What you want in your culture. And what about you, Mr. Wesley?
It might be seen as very rude science, I don't want to say.
Please don't say. Yeah. This is another amazing thing here. We pay attention to the culture of the society, the culture of the learning, the learners. This is a Saudi sign. It's very famous. شوي.
Slow down.
Slow down. Relax. Al-Hadi. It's very famous for the Saudi learners. So when you get some gestures from the learners' culture, it's very interesting. You don't need to teach them how does it mean. It takes no time, no effort. Just do like that, and he will understand it. Okay? 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Please pay attention. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
My legs, my legs, my legs, my legs, my legs.
Repeating.
Repetition.
Drilling. Yeah, repeating. How did the student repeat? With what sign?
With the finger.
What did the teacher do?
Using the order of the words.
Yeah, the third and the fourth words.
Yes.
So he touched it.
Yes.
It's
The
the
third
third
and
and-
the fourth one.
Yeah, this is.
Exactly.
He did like that many times. And how did his learner reply it? How did he react it? He repeated. We do not think that repetition is the solution for learning. And we do not repeat until it's needed. Till it's needed here, because this student needs repetition. It's needed in this situation. We want to consolidate learning. He missed the possessive adjective mine in front of the noun, and when he got it by himself, I want to consolidate it. Okay? So I wanted him to drill it. This is the way, okay? One more thing I told you concerning look here, please.
My big bag. Look back. My big bag. Big flag bag.
The students could describe their own things. I didn't get materials or things from outside. I asked the students to describe their bag, their desk, their chair, using the 3 adjectives before the noun. As I told you, it's very difficult to tell your learner that you should start the adjectives like that. Length first, then size, then shape, then material. It's very hard to teach them like that. But to ask your students to speak it, to produce it, it's the way. One more thing, and it's very interesting and attractive. I am not a magician, don't worry.
You're not a magician.
Pen. One.
Pen.
Black.
Black. This.
Pen.
One pen.
One pen.
Pen.
Pen. Single.
Pens.
A pen. A pen.
It is.
It is a pen. It is a pen.
Look carefully.
It is a pen. It is a pen.
Don't worry.
Pen. A.
Just look carefully. Stare at my fingers.
It is. It is. Is it a pen?
It's very easy. He formed the question. doesn't need any effort from the teacher to say that you should start with the verb be instead of it, and you should do what and what. And it's very amazing when you teach this way, when you teach phonics. Look at me.
Legs.
Legs.
My legs. They
These,
are.
these are,
You see, look at my mouth. These. Just smile to your friend, to your learner, and he will say these instead of this, these. He will turn it very quickly, and he will know the difference between them. When I do like that, they say these at once. It makes a difference. So in that way, you teach phonics. Maybe one of my students, singular and plural. He told them it's a bag, bags, sound. How do you correct him? Zzz, zzz. I didn't say bags. No way to teach second graders sa, z, is, to turn it from singular to plural. It's very difficult for them. Just correct them directly, but correct the sound only, not the whole word. When I said zzz, and I hold my finger like this, he corrected himself. Very easy, okay? So, to move from this point, okay, to move from that point, I want to ask you, fingers. Why fingers, in your point of view?
Yes.
Why use the fingers? Of course, I am not depending on fingers only. You noticed mouthing the word without voice. Mouthing the word helps a lot. And of course, gestures, yeah. And be careful, they are, or they should be, universal or cultural gestures. Universal because it's understood in a way, okay? Or concerning the Saudi culture here. And it succeeded a lot with the Saudi students when we asked it about the gestures and the miming or some signs concerning the Saudi culture. It worked well. Okay, so why, where is the adapting technique? No, yeah, this way. Why fingers? They are always ready, as I told you. They need no preparation. They are countable. They manipulate. You noticed following questions. It is a pen.
Is it?
Yeah, with a little work from the teacher, you can teach them the intonation. Here. Is it a pen? When you do like that for the students, it's rising intonation, falling intonation. In fact, it's the question, okay? They need no preparation, they are countable, they manipulate, you can move them. Showing, this is our way, showing the number of the words on fingers. Start from your right, if you mean the student's left, hold the finger you want to show. No need to start the sentence in order. Just collect, it depends on eliciting. Elicit what's with your students' minds, then form it, arrange it on your fingers, and they will get the whole structure saying it, okay, or producing it. Order them on your fingers with the student's help. The teacher is allowed to use gestures for meaning, mouthing for sounds. As I told you, you have to speak. Why silent? Why? In your opinion?
Students will talk. You mean why the teacher is silent?
Yeah.
So that the students can talk.
Very good. When you reduce or you stop your talking, so you get your share of speaking to your students. It's student-centered. Am I right? One more thing for silent. What is it? For the sake of the students, let them think. Let them think peacefully, quietly, okay, without hesitation, without being angry in front of him. Let him think, give him a chance. When you give him a chance, he will produce, believe me. For another purpose, and it's good and excellent for the teacher, measuring understanding. When the teacher keeps silent, his eyes do not keep silent, staring like that at the faces of your learners. You can see if they understand or not. In that way, you have time as a teacher to measure, to assess. It's assessment, it's continuous assessment. So you don't have to wait to the end of the activity to see or to test them. Okay, answer this question to see if you understand or not. You don't need to do that. Just look at their faces when they are relaxed, when they are producing the language in front of you, so they succeeded. And you assisted them. Very easy, okay? So it's a double-edged weapon for the teacher and for the students. For the student, calm, peaceful minds, peaceful thinking, relaxing, thinking, correcting, and for the teachers, continuous assessment, okay? One more thing, no need to give them a key for your science, no need. No need to teach science or signals, as I told you, because they should be taken from your learner's culture. Any more reasons for Saudi culture, to use the Saudi culture? What did Dr. Wesley reply when I asked him what does this mean?
It's a root sign. Root sign.
A root sign in his culture. So you may use a root sign here according to the Saudi people. So you must be careful. Ask for their, maybe it's something connecting the religion, and it's very dangerous. Okay? I know it's universal here to say, hoping you good luck. It's universal when you hope good luck for someone. But I think it touches that religion somehow here. Okay? So the teacher should be cautious about that. Okay, to correct sounds, why mouthing? Correct sounds. And do you see it effective or not?
Yes, it is effective because actually the sound depends on how you shape your mouth. So sometimes when you say it, they don't recognize how your mouth is shaped, but when you just show it, it stands out. So.
Yeah, and it plays a good part. Instead of saying them or teaching them the difference between pen and bin. Just a piece of paper, without talking. When it flies, so it's p sound instead of b sound. And sometimes when it's very famous here. A car for family. What do you call it? Yeah. It's famous here. They call it fan. Very famous for Saudi people to call it fan. Don't correct it like that. Just say. As my colleague said, it's the anatomy of the mouth. The anatomy of it's your teeth and your lips. Touch them and give the sound. And they say it. And they will say it. No need to say the whole word for them. It's van, not fan. Okay? This is another thing. So to correct them, it's I need your comments on the way. It's only the cover of the way, not the whole way. But if you want to show, to see more, here is my channel. If you let me for a few minutes. I have a channel on YouTube. It's called Ashraf Al-Ashkar. Just Ashraf Al-Ashkar. Yeah. It has more than 50 videos. All of them are talking about the reading fingers as a developed way from the silent way by Caleb Gettinio. But we didn't stop at the silent way. We went beyond it, as you see. The silent way doesn't recommend drilling. We recommend drilling, but when it's needed, okay, as you saw. The silent way doesn't talk about the cultural signs and signals. It's very important in our way. We depend mainly on our fingers, and you saw how we depend on our fingers, okay? This is my channel, and I want to show you something else in a few minutes only, but I hope internet is working here. This is Google.
Okay, let's make some money. In this simple demonstration, I'm going to show you how I earned $593.
Don't believe them. Don't believe them. This is YouTube. Just write Ashraf Al-Ashkar, YouTube. Ashraf Al-Ashkar. I don't know what's happening, but I leave my colleague here to continue if it opens or not. I think it's the problem with the internet, but it will open. Anyway, it's our main object here, okay, to depend on our fingers, as I told you. We trust our students' abilities. Some teachers say that, okay, it's my student's ability, what can I do with them? We trust our students' abilities. So we succeeded to get that way which works well with them. Reading fingers, please teach like maestro technique. You will feel yourself just like a maestro. A maestro in front of your band. Just move your hands on the air and you will give them play music. I felt myself like a maestro, so I named it like that. Finger reading. Oh, an error. Refresh the page, please. Unluckily, the viewers are 31, but if you put another cover on my clip, it will be different.
I have a question.
Yes,
how
please.
Complex, excuse me, how complex a sentence can you teach with 4 fingers?
I told you, unfortunately, I am practicing that way for elementary graders only. I didn't test it with higher graders, okay? But I think it will work better with higher graders, because with higher graders, you can elicit more vocabulary from them, okay? I reach it to 6 words with my friends, a sentence out of 6 words. This is my big black bag. And you see how difficult it is? Big black bag. And they got it. It's only a slow motion, but it's a realism. sound, please.
So,
Rising intonation, falling intonation. To form a question.
Is it a bicycle? Is it a bicycle? Is it a bicycle? Is it a bicycle? Is it
The first time for them to form the question and to say it in the right way. Please, of course. The last thing I want to remember here, thanks, you delayed raising the time, thanks a lot. The last thing I want to remember here, it's for controlling your class. It controls your class, of course, with effort. But when you practice it long time, okay, your effort will reduce. Anyway, when all the students look at your fingers, you make their mind busy, okay? So they will keep silent by themselves. Because if a student talks with his friends, he will lose your sign. He will lose the sentence. He will not say it, okay? So keeping or staring at your fingers all the time, keeping thinking in mind, keeps him silent, but active inside. Very silent and very quiet outside, but very energetic and hardworking inside, okay? You will see it, you will notice it by practicing that way. As I told you, it's still under developing. We continue with it, okay? And really, I didn't try it with another stage, as I told you, but in my mind, it works well, or it will work well, better than that. Thanks for attending this lecture for me, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if there is any question, I am ready.
It's a form of TPR, isn't it?
Of course, it's full of TPR. Of course. The teacher, don't think that the teacher keeping silent or relaxed. The teacher is on his toes all the lesson. What can we do? It's our job. But when you enjoy performing, okay, you will feel happy. You will not feel any effort doing that. Okay? Of course.
No, what I meant by it is, it's a methodology that's is being used. A while back with Usher, with TPR, but TPR, the simple things that they can teach with TPR. But if you're creative, you can make it a little bit more complex with the use of TPR. Because TPR is total physical response. That
But it's not totally total physical response, because total physical response comes only with your gestures, okay? But you cannot call my way total physical at all. It's far from total physical response. It may include, when you make gestures, but when you depends on your fingers, and you saw the warmer. You can warm your students with the leading fingers. You can present vocabulary or structure, and you can assist a little your students with it. Okay? Yes, please.
Just one more comment, that the difference between the TPR and the silent way, TPR is not silent necessarily.
At all.
So TPR is using like all the reality along with the voice, but the silent way is,
the students are responding.
Of course.
Sure.
When it's not a total silent classroom, the teachers are.
We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today.